I spent $10,000 on a watch I'll never wear. Everyone told me I was insane. My accountant actually called to ask if I'd lost my mind, but that watch taught me more about discipline than a decade of morning routines ever could. Because here's what nobody tells you about discipline. It's not about restriction. It's not about punishment. It's not about saying no to everything you want. That's not discipline. That's suffering. Real discipline, it's the most liberating force in human existence. And in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to prove it to you, using a framework from the most powerful man in ancient Rome. Marcus Aurelius was the emperor of Rome, the most powerful man in the world. He could have anything, do anything, order anyone executed with a single word. And yet, every single morning, he wrote this in his journal. At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work as a human being. Think about that. The emperor of Rome, giving himself a pep talk to get out of bed. Here's the paradox most people never understand. The person with no discipline thinks they're free. They do whatever they want, whenever they want, but they're actually a slave to their impulses, their emotions, their excuses. The person with total discipline, they're the only one who's actually free, because freedom isn't doing whatever you want, whenever you want. Freedom is having the power to do what you want, when it matters most. And that power is built one disciplined decision at a time. So how do you actually build this kind of discipline? The Stoics had a 3-part framework, and it's the same system used by Navy SEALs, billionaires, and elite athletes. Step 1. Premeditatio Malorum. In Latin, that means the premeditation of evils, or in plain English, anticipate your obstacles. Before Marcus Aurelius made any decision, he imagined everything that could go wrong, not to be pessimistic, to be prepared. Here's how you use this. Every Sunday night, spend 20 minutes mapping out your week. And here's the key. Don't just plan what you'll do. Plan exactly when you'll want to quit. You'll want to skip the gym on Wednesday. You know this. Wednesday is always hard. You'll want to order takeout on Friday. You're tired. You deserve it. You'll want to sleep in on Saturday. Just this once. When you pre-decide your response to these moments, discipline becomes automatic. You're not making a decision in the moment when your willpower is weakest. You already made the decision on Sunday when your willpower was strong. Step 2. The Keystone Habit. Most people try to be disciplined in everything. They fail at everything. Instead, you need one keystone habit. One thing that, when you do it, makes everything else easier. For 90% of people, it's this. Wake up at the same time. Every day, not 4 a.m. because that's what David Goggins does. Not early, just consistent. Same time, every day, including weekends. Why does this work? Because discipline is a muscle, and this is the lightest weight you can lift. When you master waking up at the same time, you prove to yourself, I can control my actions even when I don't feel like it. And that single win creates a cascade. You wake on time, you have time for breakfast, you're not stressed, you make better decisions all day, you wake on time, you work out, you feel accomplished. Discipline in other areas becomes easier. You wake on time, you build self-trust. And self-trust is the foundation of all discipline. Step 3. The 2-day rule. This is the rule that changed everything for me. Never miss 2 days in a row. You're human. You'll miss days. You'll sleep through your alarm once. You'll skip the gym because you're genuinely sick. You'll eat poorly because you're traveling. That's fine. What kills discipline isn't missing one day. It's missing one day, then another, then telling yourself, well, I already broke the streak. Might as well give up. The 2-day rule removes that excuse. Miss Monday's workout? Fine, but you must go Tuesday. Sleep through your alarm Saturday? Fine, but you must wake up on time Sunday. Eat junk food one night? Fine, but you must eat clean the next day. This is how you build discipline that lasts years. Not by being perfect, by never letting one mistake become 2. Here's what nobody tells you about discipline. It gets easier, not harder. Most people think discipline is like carrying a heavy weight that gets heavier over time. They think, if I'm disciplined today, tomorrow will be even harder. That's backwards. Discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets, the easier it becomes. Let me explain why. Every time you follow through on a commitment, every single time, you're making a deposit into what psychologists call your self-efficacy account. Self-efficacy is just a fancy term for, I believe I can do what I say I'll do. And here's the thing, that belief compounds. Day 1 of waking up at 5:30 a.m., brutal. Your body fights you, your mind screams at you, everything hurts. Day 7, still hard, but less hard. Day 30, your body starts waking up naturally at 5:29, before the alarm. Day 90, you can't sleep past 5:30 even if you try. Your circadian rhythm has shifted. Your identity has changed. You're no longer trying to be disciplined. You're just disciplined. It's who you are. This is what the Stoics understood that modern self-help gurus miss. Discipline isn't something you do. It's something you become. Marcus Aurelius didn't write, I'm going to try to be disciplined today. He wrote, I am a man who does his duty. Identity shift, not behavior modification. When you frame it as, I'm the kind of person who wakes up on time, your brain stops fighting you. Because you're not forcing yourself to do something against your nature. You're simply being yourself. This is why the Keystone Habit works so well. It's not just about waking up. It's about proving to yourself every single day, I am the kind of person who keeps commitments to myself. And once you believe that, once that becomes your identity, everything else falls into place. You're not trying to eat healthy. You're just the kind of person who eats healthy. You're not forcing yourself to work on your business. You're just the kind of person who builds things. You're not resisting temptation. You're just living in alignment with who you are. This is the paradox of discipline. The more disciplined you become, the less effort discipline requires. The beginning is the hardest part, and most people quit right before it gets easy. They suffer through day 1, day 2, day 3. And then give up on day 4 because it's too hard. If they'd just made it to day 30, they would have discovered it stops being hard. Not because the actions changed, but because they changed. So here's my promise to you. If you commit to this 30-day challenge, if you actually follow through, you won't just build discipline, you'll become disciplined. And that's a completely different thing. Does this actually work? Let me show you. Warren Buffett reads 500 pages per day. Every day for 70 years. Not because he loves reading, because he's disciplined. He calls it compound knowledge. Small daily input, massive long-term output. Kobe Bryant trained at 4 a.m. every single day while his teammates slept. 5 NBA championships. Not because he was the most talented, because he was the most disciplined. But let's talk about the other side for a moment. Because most people focus on what discipline costs them. The sacrifice, the effort, the discomfort. They never calculate what indiscipline costs them. So let me show you the math. Let's say you hit snooze for 30 extra minutes every morning. Just 30 minutes. That's 3.5 hours per week, 15 hours per month, 180 hours per year, 180 hours. That's 4.5 full work weeks, almost a month of productive time, just gone. Traded for 30 extra minutes of low-quality sleep. Now multiply that across every area where you lack discipline. The 20 minutes you spend scrolling social media when you should be working. The hour you waste deciding what to eat because you didn't meal prep. The 2 hours of low-quality work because you didn't start your day with focus. Add it all up, and the average person loses 20 to 30 hours per week to indiscipline. That's more than 1,000 hours per year. If you invested those 1,000 hours into building a business, learning a skill, or improving your health, in 5 years you'd be unrecognizable. But instead, most people trade those 5,000 hours for what? Comfort? Convenience? The illusion of freedom? This is the cost nobody talks about. Discipline has a price, but indiscipline has a much higher price. You just pay it slowly, over decades, in missed opportunities and unrealized potential. The disciplined person pays the price up front. They suffer now. They delay gratification. They do the hard thing, but they get compound returns. The undisciplined person avoids the price today. They choose comfort. They take the easy path, but they pay with their future. One price buys freedom. The other price buys regret. Which price are you willing to pay? But here's what's inspiring. You don't have to be Kobe or Buffett. The average self-made millionaire wakes up 3 hours before their workday starts, reads 1 to 2 books per month, tracks every dollar they spend, invests 20% of their income consistently. Is any of that genius level? No. Is any of that luck? No. It's just discipline, compounded over time. So here's my challenge to you. Not try to be disciplined, not set some goals. Commit to 30 days, just 30. Here's the protocol. Week 1, pick your wake-up time. Same time every day, including weekends. When the alarm goes off, you get up, no negotiations. Week 2, add your shutdown ritual. Every night, lay out tomorrow's clothes, prepare tomorrow's meal, write your one priority. Week 3, use your first 90 minutes on your one priority, before email, before social media, before anything else. Week 4, apply the 2-day rule. When you miss once, get back immediately. Never miss twice. Now let me be honest with you about what this 30-day challenge will actually feel like. Week 1 is going to suck. There's no way around it. Your body will resist. Your mind will make excuses. You'll question why you're doing this. Push through. Week 2, you'll start to see glimpses, little moments where it feels easier. Not easy, but easier. You'll catch yourself thinking, maybe I can actually do this. Week 3 is where the magic happens. This is when discipline stops being a battle and starts becoming a habit. You'll still have hard days, but you'll have more good days than bad days. Week 4, you'll notice something interesting. You won't want to break the streak, not because you're forcing yourself, but because you've built momentum. And momentum is addictive. By day 30, you won't be perfect, but you'll be different. And different is all you need, because different compounds. You'll have proof that you can control your actions even when you don't feel like it. And that's the foundation of every fortune ever built. Right now, you're at a fork in the road. Path 1. You close this video, feel inspired for 5 minutes, then go back to your old habits. And in 10 years, you're in the exact same place. Path 2. You close this video and make one decision. You pick your wake-up time. You set your alarm across the room. You commit to 30 days, and in 10 years, you're unrecognizable, financially free, physically strong, mentally sharp, living the life that others call lucky. But you'll know the truth. It wasn't luck. It was discipline. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Start tomorrow. No excuses. If discipline is your foundation, patience is your power. Watch that video next.